Your LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. Alright, so let's get into this one. So Tyra Banks is getting roasted. She's getting dragged. People are calling for her cancellation after past video clips and TikTok comps of America's Next Top Model went viral again. People are mad at the things of the past. I look at this, and for me,
we don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
I wasn't mad then. I'm not going to be mad now. But the modern standards of the way things are, everybody's easily triggered and offended by things. So the modeling industry is a little bit. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
I think for Robin, it must be hard being among girls who are so skinny.
Felt a little bit bad for Robin because she is the bigger up down here in the hips and thighs than the rest of us.
Okay, Robin. Now, are we shooting for the large size category?
Yes. Robin would represent a plus size model. One problem that I do have with Robin, I think on the top she's not plus size, and on the bottom she is. Robin?
Robin's out as far as I'm concerned about being a supermodel.
No, definitely not. This girl should not be the first one.
Well, that's my humble.
Why?
Because I think Next America's Top Model is not a plus size model. I'm sorry.
I just wish her upper body was bigger and matched her lower body better.
Do you have to be covered all the time? Like, why can't you want to be covered? This is saying, oh, I've got hips, so I'm covering them up. Why are you crying, Robin? Talk to me. Why are you crying?
Let's just call it as it is. Robin, first of all, is too old to be starting model.
She's huge. She's not going to be a top model.
She won't. That's the reality.
She should work for a car toppling company.
Robin is a fabulous girl, but you know what? She doesn't trust her own body.
Robin.
I don't know what she's doing in Paris.
I don't have a market here for Robin. You know, there's no market for plus sizes in France.
Robin, you were supposed to have a nude photo shoot. We don't have a photo for you this week, and why is that?
Hold on, I have to pause this because this is actually hilarious. They're calling this woman, this is what, 15, 20 years ago standards? They're calling her a plus size model. A plus size model. But Jordan Peterson gets torn to shit because he called a well-obese woman a plus size model that had no business being on the cover of Vogue. I gotta pull that video up because I, on a podcast segment, doubled down on his sentiments and was like, yeah, you had the right to say what the fuck you wanted to say. You weren't wrong about what you said. That girl was huge. This girl, not a plus size model at all. Definitely not by today's standards, but let's get back into this.
I want to feel uncomfortable. My body is mine. I just didn't think that, that is what I needed to do in order to get ahead.
I'm kind of disappointed that you didn't do it. I was sort of expecting this kind of,
Now, they wanted her to do a nude spread. Well, let me see this.
In France.
Robin, you were supposed to have a nude photo shoot. We don't have a photo for you this week, and why is that?
I didn't want to feel uncomfortable. My body is mine. I just didn't think that, that is what I needed to do in order to get ahead.
I'm kind of disappointed that you didn't do it. I was sort of expecting this kind of, Botticelli image. I was sad that you just kind of didn't put yourself out there, representing women of a different size.
It's clear that Robin doesn't have the personality to be a top model.
She should be working at Avis.
She is a full-figured black woman.
In the end,
now, all the judges have harsh criticisms, but Tyra Banks is the only person getting dragged on Twitter. I find that hilarious. I think there's a Janice. I don't know who that is. She's also getting dragged on Twitter. She's in the comments. If you go on Twitter right now and you go on the trending topics and you see what everybody's saying, everybody's going in on Janice Dickinson for her racist remarks, and people are going in on Tyra saying she's a hypocrite because she dealt with similar shit by Naomi Campbell in her days coming up as a supermodel, and she was just returning it back. But this is like age-old shit. If you weren't mad then, you shouldn't be mad now. And if you were mad back then it's like, nigga, this shit was how long ago? But this is what's going on right now.
Robin was asked to leave.
It's meant a lot to me to be a part of this because I had the chance to show a variation of beauty.
It's meant a lot to me to be a part of this because I had the chance to show a variation of beauty.
I think you're so beautiful. The color of your skin is so beautiful, but the texture of your skin needs a lot of work.
Why did you choose the cowboy hat?
It's more on the simple side.
A lot of people were triggered by that, but those were the standards of modeling back then. It is what it is.
Compared to the other hats.
You're, I feel, half African, half cowgirl. Looks like you're about to ride a giraffe. I think I'm not feeling it.
You have this intensity to prove your sort of Africanness, and I think that sometimes it's overbearing. It's just too much. It's sort of a layer on top of a layer.
In response to trying to prove myself as an African, I did not choose that hat for the very specific reason that it's very cliche. The fabric that it's made from is very artificial, very cheap, fake kente. I didn't have the time. I know I'm running on.
There's a different way of explaining yourself and being defensive, and you're being very defensive, and it's not attractive.
Pointed in you that tonight, both of you must pack your bags. Because we're all going to London! And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you! We're to London! Nobody's going home! So, Danielle, you went to the dentist, but you refused to have your gap closed. Do you really think you can have a CoverGirl contract with the gap in your mouth?
Yeah, why not?
This is all people see. It's easy to reach beautiful CoverGirl. It's not marketable.
Yeah, just a little bit is okay, but I don't want to completely close it.
Well, I guess she just left the gap wide open for another girl, baby.
I agree. I don't have color. Our skin doesn't reflect the light. Here is your best shot.
Overall, this picture is just bland.
You look like a deer in the headlights in this picture.
Perfect almond shape eyes. There's nothing coming behind it.
Let's see your unretouched shot.
It's like a Hitchcock film. Go back and forth really fast. You see what I mean? Ha, hoo, ha, hoo.
What are you feeling right now, Kelly? You look a little...
It's very shocking to see it like this. The people that usually see my skin tell me that I have beautiful skin. I know that there are times when my eyes were very intense.
But if it was intense and better than this, they would have chosen this shot.
I know, that's
true. You cannot place the blame on someone else. No, yes, you are. Right now, you're not growing.
Take it all the criticism we give you.
No, good afternoon, everybody. This is the Bishop.
Yeah, you can't.
All right, so that's another segment we're gonna get into shortly. All right, so Tyra's getting roasted. Tyra's getting dragged for all of this. This is what, a decade and a half old shit that they should have been mad about in the moment. That was the show. All the judges on the show were ruthless. All of them are ruthless. I'm not saying what Tyra was doing was okay. There was a lot of racial components in there with some of the judges and a lot of their comments. But I didn't watch it in full back then to judge it in full back then. I don't care now. Everybody's dragging on the internet. Here's the news for y'all. That's what's going on right now. Do I have much of an opinion on it? Nah.
We don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
I didn't care back then. I'm not going to care now. I'm not going to try to cancel somebody for some ancient bullshit. And I'm not even trying to cancel somebody for any current stuff. I'm not trying to cancel folks. That's not what we're doing out here. But this is what's going on right now. Let's get into the next topic. I don't have much on this. We're not staying long on this, folks. The next topic of the day, this pastor that got robbed. A lot of people are saying he deserves it. He's out here flexing. He's showing all the shit that he has. There was another video of him in a Jag or in an Austin Martin. I don't even know which one it was. Can't remember. But let's get into this video.
Place the blame on someone else. No, yes, you are. Right now, you're not growing.
Tyra was also getting roasted because people were saying that she was a hypocrite for going in on everybody for standing up for themselves when she dealt with the same type of shit. But, let's get back into this.
Take it all the criticism we give you.
No, good afternoon, everybody. This is the Bishop Whitehead. And I'm gonna walk.
All right, so he was the one that was robbed for almost $400,000. What, and he owes people almost $5 million. Wow, I didn't even know that component. Let's get into
my prayer closet. This is my prayer closet. And
bags.
One would think.
I don't know if y'all can see that in the 240p.
Wow. Look at your closet. Got all my priestly robes and more. Designer coats, you name it. Gucci, Louis, you name it. Fendi, you name it. More coats. And then when you walk into my shoe closet, every designer wear for days.
All right, so there's nothing wrong with him having a closet that's fully decked out and shit, but he shouldn't be advertising and promoting and flossing and flexing if you just got robbed and you're trying to avoid that in the future. People are saying he deserves it, X, Y, and Z, because he shouldn't have it. I don't know, man. People they shouldn't act like he should not have the things he has. If he's making that money, then he can buy whatever the fuck he wants with his money. I'm not watching that, but you shouldn't be flexing it if you just got robbed and you're trying to escape being robbed again. So, and of course, people are going to have their bad opinions about you if you're constantly out here flexing as a pastor. But it is what it is. We're going to wrap this one up. We have another one coming shortly. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment in the comments below. We out. Yeah.